I heard Monica Long say that things are about to get really bad. We're also going to watch this funny movie. There's a clip of Raoul Paul telling the guy, don't mess this up. Rand has been very skeptical of XRP, but he's now talking to a friend who always comes on and is in favor of it. When the friend tells Rand that he thinks XRP will go up, you have to see the look on his face. It's worth a lot. His longer speech is different from this clip. I showed a clip from that a while ago, and you guys really liked it in front of Congress. Listen to what Scott Bassett has to say about a CBDC. We'll also talk about a few other things near the end of the movie. Let's start with this year. Everything seems to be going well to get free. In the last week or two, CEOs of companies like Bank of America have said, we're all in. You can also look at what happened at Davos in January of this year, where BlackRock and Goldman Sachs spoke out strongly against cryptocurrencies. It's a new trend. I also think that the Biden administration severely limited this field and warned people that if they wanted to build or engage, they should be ready for a lawsuit. But people stayed away from it because they thought it wasn't worth the trouble. We're not even that optimistic because the US markets are still locked up. Open markets in the US will take some time to come back, but first we need to set rules. Right now, it's stablecoin rules are being worked out. After that, there won't be any rules about digital assets until at least 2026, which I don't think will happen. Are we going to miss this cycle of control in the US, or will we catch the end of it? We haven't seen it yet, but I can't wait to find out what happens. I hope the tax problem is solved. I've had some information about the business that will soon be made public. You should go watch that because it tells you a lot about what to expect. So funny, I think we should play this Rand clip. I had to tell you this. There is a 26-second clip where he only talks about XRP, but you need to watch the whole thing because it's hard to understand. And I looked at it over and over again. This is something I've said for a long time, and you already know it. I said it on your show when Bitcoin ETFs came out. I thought Bitcoin would continue to dominate for a long time. This is because I think many people in crypto, especially small crypto players, don't fully understand how much money is moving through institutions. When these big flows come in, they don't go to Ethereum because not many people know what it is. They end up in Bitcoin. And since more and more of those flows are going into Bitcoin, you need to hold too much Bitcoin. Now, let's say we're short ETH. I don't see a reason to own it. Personally, I've been saying for years that you don't need to own the thing. It was like the BlackBerry of smart contract systems. There are better L1s out there. Even I really like Solana. They're more useful and have more mass use cases than Ethereum. Also, I do like Solana, even though things have been slow for a while. The basics are killing it. They make up 2/3 of all blockchain activity on all networks. If you can believe it, I think Ripple is a good trade. And I know what you're thinking. You need to ask me, as a trader or investor, where I see growth opportunities. Yeah, that's one reason why we should wait for his answer before we ask, was it worth it? Would you like to see it again because it was so great? He has his nose so far up Solana's behind that he can't believe what he just heard. After all, he can't see good things when they're right in front of him. For years, he's been talking about XRP to get that. I used to listen to his show all the time and couldn't handle all the X. I think it's great that he has someone on his show who totally gets the trade while he clearly does. Okay, XRP will reach the sky. Let me play this whole thing. Coding is the foundation of all money in the world. There are only two real assets, technology and crypto. Crypto is much bigger than everything else and has done the best in all of recorded history. Something like this took place. Since 2012, Bitcoin has grown by 130% a year with three huge drops, including Ethereum at 113 and Solana at 142. Yes, Solana starts later, which means the profits are very big. The risk we take is the reward. And that's why I told everyone about the don't this up theory, which is a way to deal with volatility and keep your token safe. Bitcoin's value has gone up by 27.5 million% since 2012, but it has also lost 27.5% of its value since 2012. Did you really say that? That's a big jump. Good. It seems like everyone here wants to see their small amount of money grow into a large amount of money. That's the dream. And I think we can reach that goal in many of the ways we've been discussing here for the past few years. Scott, the Secretary of the Treasury, says that a central bank digital currency is a sign of weakness. Is the fact that 90% of countries are trying out the new technology, the US was one of them, a sign of weakness? Is the fact that countries are getting ready for the next economy to be digital a sign of weakness? I don't understand what the words mean. But let's play along, sir. Scott doesn't seem to fully understand the CBDC. We believe that private companies should own digital assets. And I agree with you. Because he has such a good reason for wanting a central bank digital currency, he forgot for a moment. Did you see that if there is a reserve, like when a reserve manager or a foreign central bank keeps US dollars, they can invest in a lot of different US assets? A central bank digital currency would be made just to make it easier to use, since there aren't any good options for assets that would back it up. So you're saying you wouldn't want the Federal Reserve to print that kind of money? No, sir. It makes me so happy to work for Apex Exchange. Guys, pay attention. They were made in 2017. You don't need to go through KYC to use them in the US. Yes, they are very powerful DEX. They've made $62 billion in trades. About 17.42 million people are still interested in this UI, which makes it easy to get to a lot of useful information that will help you become the superstar seller you were meant to be. It's the first step into decentralized trade, and they have low fees that make it simple to trade across multiple chains. And this means you can buy and sell expensive cryptocurrencies as well as younger meme coins and other AI agents. You can also trade a wide range of goods with them. The best way to make the most money is to pay in some makers. 0.002 folks who take zero. 5. One more great thing about you is $355 million, 0 cents for 24 hours. I've worked with Apex Exchange for a few weeks now, and look at that. You can get up to $30, 0 cents in cash today. Thanks for the bonuses and pay. The extras that Apex gives you are always really cool. You just need to sign up, make a payment, and start making. You can also reward friends, which is what I'm doing here. You can buy spot and futures XRP. I've seen some pretty dirty decks, but this one is one of the 3 worst. It's a pleasure to work with them. Put the link further down in the text. Please look at Apex and help me today. Thanks and have a great day. Hello, there is no CBDC. I told you this before, or right after Trump was elected. But I also told you that there would not be any CBDC in the US for the next 4 years. The GOP and Trump are against it because it would take 4 years to set up in stores or online. I don't think the US needs a CBDC right now because we have the Fed. But I think we will get there in the long run. Just know that this will take some time. Smoke, put this out there for people who want to see the lines of code that connect XRP to ISO and Swift. This is direct proof. I've seen this before. It seemed cool to bring it up again. It's the